everybody, and welcome to today's video. Alright, so it's been a few days. We took some extra time to finish up the website and get everything ready to go. So that's why I hadn't done videos for a few days. That and a couple personal things we had to take care of. But we're back up and running now. Now the website is done. If you want to check that out, the links are in the description. It's themanifestingmedium.com. Right now we're actually running a sort of a special. It's a $25 reading where you can either email us or send us a video with 3 questions that are all on the same subject, and we'll sit at night and I'll channel some answers for you, and then Karen will write to you within a couple of days and let you know what I got and what came out. It's 25 bucks, you can't beat that. So if you go to the website, we've got an intake form there that you can fill out and send to us, and then we're also going to be having a PayPal button, or we can make payment arrangements outside of that if you don't have PayPal. Now, as far as today's video is concerned, it's an idea I've had for a couple of days, and it's something I want to talk about where basically the only way I can really describe it is manifesting from a point of annoyance. And I know how that sounds, but just hear me out. So this is something that worked this way for me for a number of years, where it just kind of seems like, everybody says, be positive and only have positive thoughts and that's fine. I don't necessarily disagree with that. But for me, for whatever reason, it seems as though a lot of things that I bitch and complain about, those are the things that actually come to fruition for me. It's almost as though my vibration of bitching and complaining about it makes the universe realize I want it that much more. Or if I'm just annoyed with something, I really don't want to do it, and I just kind of get annoyed, it ends up working out perfectly. So I'm going to give you an example of what I mean. So a few years ago, my son Kyle, I was having to take him across the bridge to get some work done on his teeth about once every 2 or 3 weeks. And I was having issues with driving the bridges. That was when my vertigo was kicking in. And so he likes to do what's called coin roll hunting, where he collects coins. So he goes to the bank and he'll get a bunch of coin rolls, and he'll sort through them and find the silver coins or the coins that have some value, and then bring the coins back that don't have value, roll them back up, and bring them back to a different branch. And he's been doing this for a number of years, and he's had a couple of odd lucks here, a piece of silver here, Indian head penny there, nothing major. So just one day he says to me, we're getting ready to go out and have to drive him over for his teeth. He says, hey, can we hit the bank on Kent Island? I'd really like to do some coin roll hunting. And that was when my eyes were so bad, my vertigo was so bad, I was like, I just got annoyed. And I just like, I don't really want to go to the bank over there. I don't want to do that extra driving around. I'll just bring you to the bank here in Chestertown. And he was kind of like, okay, all right, we'll go. So, on the way to his teeth, we stop at the bank at Chestertown, and he gets, I believe it was 11 rolls of quarters. So, goes to the teeth, comes home, he starts opening them up. Well, long story short, all 11 rolls were 100% silver. Every coin in the 11 rolls was silver, okay? So what had happened was, apparently, he called the bank, and from what they figured, somebody either passed away or somebody just unknowingly went and traded in, all these rolls for regular cash, or to put it back into the bank. And so we show up, or Kyle shows up, and he asks for the rolls, and he gets them. And I'm saying quarters, but to be honest with you, I don't remember if it was quarters or half dollars. I can't remember. But the point is that they were all 100% silver, or every coin was silver. They were all 90% silver, and then one of them at the very end of the last roll was 40%. And this is a once-in-a-lifetime find, right? Anybody that collects coins right now has just got their mouth open agape, because the odds of that happening are just basically impossible. And the only reason it happened was because I was annoyed and bitching and complaining. I didn't want to do this other thing, so we're just going to do this thing. That's all I'm really willing to do. And I got really annoyed about it, and then it ends up being just an absolute perfect jackpot. So I guess the moral of the story is that if you feel compelled to do something, don't be too concerned about the emotion behind what is making you be compelled to do it. not everything is sunshine and rainbows, right? Sometimes we're just going to be, I just don't want to do that. And so just don't do it, Don't be too worried about where if you think that, oh, I'm thinking negative and maybe I should pay attention and do the other thing because the reason why I don't want to do this thing appears to be negative. If your gut is telling you not to do something or to do something, listen to that. Do not be overly concerned about the mechanism in which that gets delivered to you. It's not always going to be this magic sunshine, bolt of light that comes to you and you're like, this is what I need to do. I really know exactly what it is that I need to do. It's not always going to work that way. Sometimes, smack up beside the head, or you're going to get annoyed with somebody and say, I don't want to do that. It's not what I want to do. This is what I want to do. Those are the voices to follow, okay? So don't be too concerned about whether or not, you're just acting as what we're all told we're supposed to act a certain way to be spiritual. And it's just baloney, okay? Act as though you're only listening to yourself. Do not worry about how the message is getting delivered to you. If you feel it in here, if you feel strongly about it in here, whether it appears to be a positive or negative, follow that road. Telling you, it works for me every time. I could go on with stories for another 2 hours. We just had another thing happen last week where there was this road of 4 or 5 things that happened that under no circumstance was I happy about. I was just abjectly pissed off about having to go through these things. But at the end of those things was this freaking pot of gold I've been chasing around for years. So don't be afraid of how things show up. Don't be afraid that if you're, coming at something from a point of irritation or anger, do not assume that that is a bad thing, because sometimes that is how Spirit is going to present that emotion to you, because it's going to know that's the only way we're going to get this person to get over here. That's the other part to this, okay? Sometimes Spirit knows, the only way we're going to get him to move over there is to piss him off enough that he has to go over there. And that's just the way it works sometimes. It's not always just going to be this magical light that comes down and illuminates and you're just full of glow and knowing it. Sometimes you're just going to have to get pissed off and follow the road that you know is going to piss you off, because I'm telling you, at the end of that road is exactly what you've been looking for. So, all right, that's enough for today. I'm going to be back again every day with the videos. It should not be more than a week before Karen and I are sitting in the chairs and get that going with some nighttime talk. I'm going to be changing the format just a little bit here over the course of this week. I kind of want to get into doing a little bit longer videos, make a few notes, and really delve into some of the subjects a little bit more than just like the 5-8 minutes that I've been doing now. Hopefully you guys like that. Hopefully maybe that'll get more people to watch. I don't know, but I kind of want to change things up just a little bit. And it will also help my voice, because I end up talking a little bit too loud into the camera, so my voice loses it because I'm trying to fit it all into such a small, condensed period of time. So I'm probably going to end up trying maybe even some 20-minute videos where I can pace myself a little bit better and kind of keep all the ideas a little bit more organized in my head. So we'll see how that goes. That's going to be coming on this week. All right? So like I said, we're offering a $25 reading special. Anybody's interested, the website is themanifestingmedium.com. The information is there. And if you have any questions, I'm also going to leave the email. You can email us at justrealcoaching@gmail.com, or I believe it's joylightconsulting@gmail.com. I will leave those links in the description as well. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you again tomorrow.